found out that all things are from thee, I knew I had somebody true. I turned my hopes towards you. Now all I want to do is tell you that I really love you so much. I really love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. Now in all my struggles today, I see that it's you that makes a way. I declare loyalty to Yahweh. How can I leave my Lord when I know that I really need you so much? I really need you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. El Shaddai, my king. Oh, please, please save my people, please, from destruction in these streets. I beg you, please, for we become a memory. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. I told you over my king. I know you can hear me now. For the record, I love you. I love you. Say no me. Say no me. Say no me. I don't know. Say no me. I don't need.
All right. All right. I'm back. My name is Yam Suf Aria, and this is the Real Talk for Real People Study Program, a program designed to study the Most High in detail, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and certainly study his chosen people, the people that he chose, and the enemies of the Most High, because for all intents and purposes, they still are the enemies of the Most High, as well as the enemies of the Most High chosen people also. Not only I, but two daughters of Zia, my lovely Isha, Lasanya, who is the administrator of the show, and Sister Taif, along with my fellow elder, Brother Cartrell of New York City. We are your student instructors. And what do I mean by student instructors? Meaning that our studies are ongoing and continual, as your studies should be ongoing and continual to become an innate nature of you, inherent in you by virtue of your studies, second nature to you. But before I introduce Nasanya, Sister Tae, and Brother Kytrill, I simply like to make some contemporary remarks. Some of our brothers and sisters, those who are not connected with the Most High, codified by wisdom and understanding, I've noticed we'll do a whole lot of clapping, dapping, handshaking, knee popping, hip rumping, and everything. We got 100 ways to say a how do or goodbye or how much I love you. Simply superficial. Because it's the very same brothers and sisters that show you 20 handshakes, clapping and dapping, hugging and carrying on and whatnot. They're the very one to pull a pistol and shoot you in the back. See, stop doing with the superficial clapping and dapping, handshaking and whatnot. And do with the real love for one another. Love is reflective of your actions toward one another. Love this reflection of you crying out together. Love that is reflective of you gathering together. Not gathering together simply for the sake of gathering together, but to do good for one another in every aspect or component of our lives, which is urgently needed in our communities in this universal captivity. We need to be some of the most serious minded people because a conspiracy doesn't stop at any juncture in life. A conspiracy, in our regards, is really pointed toward us. It's an ongoing conspiracy. At the head of this conspiracy is universal white race supremacy and its collaborators. And unfortunately, those not connected with Yah and our nation, they have become collaborators. And unfortunately, the evidence speaks for itself in our communities. They love to mistreat, abuse, and dominate, and sometimes kill, and write rap songs about it. Isn't that part of a conspiracy of the whole? I would think so. We need to learn to love each other with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength as we love ourselves. And simply said, we need to learn to love ourselves. We need to stop being a product of universal white race supremacy. We need to stop being that byproduct of so-called N-word, our women B words, our women W words. And certainly said our women need to stop acting like the B word and the W word. Now, our brothers, the T word, thugs, gangsters, and so on and so forth. And truth be told, some of our brothers need to stop being thugs and gangsters. We need to be the ambassadors of the Most High. Along with that ambassadorship, we need to hold each other in high esteem and regard, and to see each other as a precious treasure of the Most High. Because truth be told, we each are a special treasure of the Most High. And exercise ourselves in that regard toward one another, not all this superficial hugging and clapping and dapping and so on and so forth, but real love, serious love, and love that is reflective for our love for the Most High and our love for one another. Praise Yah. So without further ado, let me introduce my lovely Isha, Nasanya. Nasanya, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yamsu. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. Of course, you know I'm happy to be back. I'm blessed to be back. Always ready to get into the studies. All praises.
All praises, Nasonia. It's a pleasure to have you back. Sister Tai, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Hallelujah. Good evening, brothers and sisters, and to all the nation of Israel, those that are present and those that are listening and those that are afar. The Most High is merciful and He is kind. He loves Israel and each of us individually that make up the nation and all of its parts. All praises to the Most High Yah. I am grateful and thankful to be here. Looking forward to the study this evening.
Thank you, Sister Tai. We're grateful to have you here. Brother Cottrell, dear friend, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you, Brother Yam Suf. May the Most High bless you and our whole nation. Bless Yah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless His holy name. Give it all praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Yisrael, Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Israel. Thanking Him for His love towards us. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Fellow students, here's how the format of the study will proceed tonight. I will lead the studies off in the book of Mashal. You may be unfamiliar with this name of this book because it is the actual name for this book, the Hebrew name, not the Greco-Roman / English name, Proverbs chapter 21, written by King Saul. Brother Cottrell, the end of the studies tonight, the book of Shoftim. This is the actual name for this book, the Hebrew name, not the Greco-Roman / English name, Judges chapter 8. Gideon's subdues the Midianites, Gideon's ephod, and the death of Gideon. So without further ado, let us proceed. King Saul, writing with the utilization and the guidance of wisdom and understanding. And the king says, the king's heart is in the hand of Yah. That's true. Not only righteous kings or righteous leaders, but unrighteous people, they are in the hand of Yah. Yah directs them unbeknownst to themselves, just like this fellow Donald Trump. He thinks he's in charge. Truth be told, he's being directed by Yah. Like rivers of water, he turns it wherever he wishes. So stop being alarmed. If you're alarmed about the likes of Donald Trump, you shouldn't be. He's just a puppet on the string. Every way of man is right in his own eyes, but Yah weighs the heart. Everybody thinks themselves to be right. Everyone thinks, I'm right, I'm right. No, you're not right, I'm right. No. But Yah weighs the hearts. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yah than sacrifice. What? To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yah than sacrificing. Because that should stand the reason why we're in this universal captivity. We're not able to execute the sacrifices because we don't have the temple in place in this universal captivity. But still being said, there are key components to remain in contact with Yah, to do righteousness and justice. It's a linchpin in his universal captivity. And elsewhere, truth be told, Yah doesn't like haughty looks. A haughty look, a proud heart, and the plying of the wicked are sins. Yah don't like that haughty look. I'm something better. I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And the applying of the wicked are sin. The work that the wicked do are sin in conjunction with that haughty look. So like Donald Trump and Elon Musk of the world. The plans of the diligent lead surely to plenty. A person that puts in work and does their work diligently leads surely to plenty in every aspect or component of your life. But those of everyone who is hasty, surely to poverty. Those who are quick to put in work and put in the wrong work surely leads to poverty. I know you see quite a bit of this in this universal captivity. But wisdom understand dispels this nonsense. They tell you, get all you can, use your lying mouth to get it. And lie, you'll get whatever you want out of life. Wisdom understand say, getting treasure by a lying tongue, cause and effect. It's a fleeting fantasy of those who seek the. It's just an imagination in your mind. It's an imagination in your mind. If you beget treasures by a lying tongue, you're only lying to yourself. A fantasy though who seek death, not in the physical sense of the word, they'll kill you here, but certainly in the spiritual sense of the word. Y'all gonna call you upon your lying lips. The violence of the wicked will destroy them. People that are violent prone, it will destroy them. Unfortunately, it applies to our people too. And I think in my mind's eye of our young brothers and sisters, some of them, not all of them, who have become violent prone, and see that they're being destroyed because of their violent prone nature. They are destroying one another, and they are being destroyed by the enemy. What did Yah say in that regard? Do not become like your enemy and choose none of their ways. Unfortunately, some of our young people have elected to choose their ways. The outcome is not a good outcome. The violence of the wicked will destroy them. Case in point, it is destroying us, just like it is destroying our enemies. Why? Because they refuse to do justice. When you're violent prone, you refuse to do what's right. When you have a violent prone nature, you refuse to do what's right, to do justice. The way of a guilty man is perverse. The way of a guilty man, his way, is perverse. But as for the pure, his or her word is right in the eyes of Yah. Better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. What does that mean? Better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than in a house shared with a contentious woman. If you want any peace of mind, you can't sit there argue, fuss, and fight with her. Or she can't sit there argue, fuss, and fight with him. Sometimes you got to get up on the rooftop. Meaning you got to get as far away from that as you possibly can. You got to walk away, Chucky. Just walk away. Because you're not going to get anywhere with a contentious person. Certainly a contentious woman. The soul of the wicked desires evil. That's what the soul of the wicked desires. It desires evil. And as a result of that, his neighbor finds no favor in his eyes. He's not neighborly, or she's not neighborly, because they don't know how to be neighborly. When the scoffer is punished, the simple is made wise. When a scoffer is punished, the simple looks upon this, and as a result of this, they're made wise. But when the wise is instructed, you don't have to beat it in. He receives knowledge because he sees it for what it is. You don't have to punish him to receive these instructions. The righteous, Yah, wisely consider the house of the wicked. Yah is not hasty to do anything in any regard, and certainly in regards to the house of the wicked. He wisely considers the matter, overthrowing the wicked for their actions. Whoever shuts his ear to the cry of the poor will also cry himself and not be heard. If you close your ears, to cries of the poor, our poor, and certainly strangers, you will also cry yourself and not be heard. You will reap what you sow. A gift in secret pacifies anger. A gift, not a bribe, in secret pacifies anger, and rightfully so. But a bribe behind the back, strong wrath, especially if that person is not of that persuasion. A bribe behind the back, strong wrath. You can't bribe everybody. It is joy for the just to do justice. That's why Nasanya, Sister Tai, Brother Cottrell, and I, when we do these studies, it's a joy. And not only by studying these studies, to administer these studies. It's joy for the just to do justice. Not only to learn about justice, but to do justice. I suspect that's why Nasanya, Sister Tai, and Brother Cottrell and I are elated when we come on this program to learn about what justice, real justice, look like. Not only learn about it, but to execute it also. But instruction will come to the workers of inequity. Meaning, if you out there putting in dirt, putting in work for the dirt, you're going to be rewarded. Destruction will come to the workers of inequity. Meaning, you're going to reap what you sow. A man who wanders from the way of understanding, and a woman, if you wander from the way of understanding, which is codification of the Most High commandments, wisdom and understanding, if you wander away from that, will rest in the assembly of the dead. Your soul in Sheol. This will be your final resting place because you wander from the way of understanding. He who loves pleasure will be a poor man. I see a lot of brothers and sisters, they love pleasure. They love to be the center of pleasure. They're focused to be on pleasure. You will love pleasure, but they won't, you don't have the means to do this. And if you had the means, you shouldn't do this. If you simply loving life for simply pleasure's sake, you will be a poor man, not only in the physical sense of the word, but certainly in the spiritual sense of the word also. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich. You want to spend all your money on lives of luxury? Cigarettes. I saw it on a day. I got to laugh about it. I think there's cigars, cars, and whatnot. And it brought to mind this: he who loves wine and oil, luxury of life, will not be rich. You're going to spend all your money toward those endeavors. And as a result, you're not going to be frugal and you won't be rich. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous. Yes, the ransom for the righteous will be the wicked, not the other way around. The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous. And the unfaithful will be the ransom for the upright. Better to dwell in the wilderness. There we go again. Better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. There we go again. Reason being, arguing, fussing, fighting, and cussing with somebody ain't gonna survive anybody anything. I mean, it's better to dwell in the wilderness than to be arguing, fussing, fighting, and cussing with somebody that's full of anger. It's not gonna serve any purpose. It's gonna be a continual continuing. So it's better to just walk away, Chucky. Just walk away. Get away. Better to dwell in the wilderness. And not only a woman, that you have contentious and angry men. There is a desirable treasure, an oil in the dwelling of the wise. That desirable treasure. There is a desirable treasure, an oil in the dwelling of the wise. But a foolish man squanders it. A foolish man is not frugal. Everything they get, they're going to spend it. Matter of fact, they ask you to spend yours. I had to often remind my brothers and sisters, certainly some of my family members, and my children, don't mess up your money and pay your bills with my money. That ain't how this works. You need to execute prudence when you have money. Don't go out and do all kind of merriment. And then you out and about and your pocket hanging out, but you think you gonna come spend bruh money. You think you gonna come spend daddy's money. No, it don't work like that. You need to learn the rules, the formation. Don't mess off your money and pay your bills with my money. That ain't gonna work. Okay? He who follows righteousness and mercy, he or she who follows righteousness and mercy finds life, righteousness, and honor. A domino effect. Follow righteousness and mercy. Finds life, righteousness, and honor. Cause and effect. A wise man scales the city of the mighty. You don't have to have muscles to do that. Just a muscle in your brain. Codified with the commandments of Yah and wisdom and understanding. Thus, a righteous man scales the city of the mighty and bring down the trusted strongholds, not by strength or might, but by the utilization of the commandments of Yah, codified with wisdom and understanding. That righteous man, that wise man or woman scales the city of the mighty and brings down the trusted and stronghold. A vital point here, students. That's why I warn everybody. We're all the victim of this. We all need to set guards around our mouth. And I said what we want to say, when we want to say it, how we want to say it. We need to be cognizant of everything we said, the words that come out of our mouths. Whoever guards his mouth and tongue, whoever guards his mouth and tongue, keeps his soul from trouble. Because if you don't guard your mouth and tongue, your soul won't get in trouble. Now you need to safeguard the welfare of your soul, that spiritual component. By on the physical component, learn to keep your mouth shut and not say what you inclined to say. Said that what is prudent and codified by the commandments of Yah and wisdom and understanding. Here we go again, a proud and haughty man. Scoffer is his name. I give you a prime example. A proud and haughty man. Let me give you an example. Donald J. Trump, a proud and haughty man. Scoffer is his name. I need to say no more in this regard. He acts with arrogant pride. The evidence speaks for itself. Don't be like that. The desire of the lazy man kills him. Even his desire kills him. He's so lazy, even his desire kills him. Well, I desire to do it, but it's killing me. I don't need to do that right now. Ooh, but my desire is just killing me, but I don't want to do nothing about it. It kills him. For his hand refused to labor as a result of this. And what does he do? Because his hand refused to labor. He covers greedily. Oh, he wishes what brother Catriel got. He coveting what Lasagna got. He's coveting what Sister Tai got. He's coveting what Yum Sufa Ariya got. But he don't want to put in the work for nothing. Yeah, man, I wish I had Lasagna stuff. I wish I had Tai stuff. I wish I had Contra. But the lazy sapsucker don't even want to put in no work. That's pitiful. Now, if you're that like mine, don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself and get corrected, okay? And stop with the laziness. But the righteous, they're in a prime position to do this because they're not lazy. But the righteous gives and does not spare. Now, Sonia and I were speaking quite recently, as a matter of fact, several hours ago. And we were coming by a spot in Memphis. And I told Sonia, I said, beloved, there was a fellow sitting right here. I used to come by here quite often. And I gave him $20 one day. And the guy looked at me like puzzled. He said, "This for me?" I said, "Yes, yeah, that's for you. You said you need some help." And I've never regretted it. And I never suffered as a result of it. And blessings always seem to be continual. And that's true. But the righteous gives and does not spare. Key element. The righteous gives and does not spare. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. In time past, historical juncture in our lives, our ancients, they sacrificed. But those sacrifices were an abomination to you. Why? You may ask. Their actions was not indicative or reflective of those sacrifices. They simply sacrificed superficially. It's just something they did. It didn't become an innate nature of them to actually make changes or render change in them. They did it just because. That's just what we do. And thus it became an abomination to Yah. Nothing wrong with sacrifice, mind you. But sacrifice predicated on righteousness and justice, sacrifice predicated on the commandments of Yah, sacrifice predicated on wisdom and understanding, not sacrificing simply because, hey, Yam Sufa Ariya is doing it, I'm going to do it. Brother Katria doing it, I'm going to do it. Sister Tai going to do it, I'm going to do it. My beloved Lasagna do it, I'm going to do it. But you're doing it superficially. And it has no inherent effect upon you. And if it has no inherent effect upon you, it's abomination to Yah. And if when we do sacrifice again, mind you, make sure you do it for the right reason. You're codified within the commandments of Yah and wisdom and understanding. You're not haughty and you're humble, and you're doing it for the right reason, not just because that's an abomination to Yah. How much more when he brings it with wicked intent? I just mentioned that. How much more that sacrifice when he brings it with wicked intent? I mean, I'm going to bring this sacrifice, but I'm going to go back and steal Yom Sufa. I'll read stuff out of his balls. I'm going to go back and try to mess with his wife. I'm going to go back and shoot him. I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk bad about it. I mean, if you're going to make these sacrifices, make those sacrifices connected with justice and righteousness. Not doing it just because. Putting on the show, putting on the hits. That will avail you anything. That won't avail you anything in regards to the Most High. How much more when he brings it with wicked intent? A false witness shall perish. Case in point, a liar shall perish. But the man who hears him will speak endlessly. Now, a liar will perish, but the man who hears him will speak. Meaning, when you tell a lie, that lie keeps going on and on and on. Although that person, the liar, may perish, but the lie you told keep going on. So don't let lies come out of your mouth. Okay? It's just that simple. Don't let lies come out of your mouth. Don't lie on nobody. Don't lie to nobody. Don't lie for nobody. Keep lies out of your mouth because they have a life of their own. For the man who hears him will speak innocently. The wicked man hardens his face. But as for the upright, he's established his way. A wicked man harden his face. Let set himself in stone. Sets himself in stone. Just like this president of this country hardened his face. But we should be like this. We should be much more merciful and kind. But as for the upright, he established his way by way of what? Not stiff-necked and stubbornness, by way of the commandments of Yah and the codification of wisdom and understanding. That is the way to establish oneself, the right way. Now, if you think you're planning against something against Yah, your arm's too short to box with Yah. Pound for pound, heavyweight champion of the world. Ain't nobody ever got in the ring with Yah and come out of there walking. You got it twisted. You better bag up and get your hearts right. Wisdom says, there is no wisdom or understanding or counsel against Yah. So all your plotting and planning ain't gonna get you nowhere. And I said ain't, because this down south ain't gonna get you nowhere. Pound for pound, heavyweight champion of the world, the universe. Ain't nobody ever got in the ring with Yah and come out of there walking. And you better believe it. It goes for the likes of Donald Trump, Elon Musk of the world, and so on and so forth. Ask our ancients. Ask our contemporaries that are not that wasn't codified with Yah and wisdom and understanding. That aren't codified with Yah and wisdom and understanding. Your arm's too short to box with Yah, and you better believe it. And finally, and that's why I said, if you're codified with Yah, you're in the right formation, right alignment. And it says this in this regard. The horse is prepared for the day of battle. All the war machines are ready for the day of battle. The warships are ready for the day of battle. The tanks are ready for the day of battle. The infantry is ready for the day of battle. You can have all that. The nuclear weapons are ready for the day of battle. But if Yah is not the key component in linchpin, you done lost already. For the deliverance is of Yah. So don't put your confidence in military might. Not any military might. You put your confidence and your trust in one thing, which is Yah. But the deliverance is of Yah. That should be your reliance, not in military might, but in Yah. Gideon, Brother Katra, showed that 300 brothers, 300 brothers. Yah don't deal in numbers. Yah deals in loyalty, in codification, in commitment, in faithfulness, in humility, in humbleness. Thus the battle is won by the reliance on Yah, not on military might. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Thank you, King Salomo. Bless you, wisdom and understanding. And praise you, Yah. Lasanya, any comments on the commentary?
Thank you, Yamsu. Not so much, but the end itself for me like sums everything up in it in everything. The last two verses, all praises.
And you said but you didn't say much, Lasanya, but you said a mouthful. And that covers it all. Thank you, Lasanya. The last two verses. Praise Yah. Sister Ta'i, any comments on the commentaries? Hit your mic, Sister Ta'i.
All praises. Thank you, brother. All of it. The food is always very satisfying. From the first chapter, the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. Authority, governments, alignment, all the king's heart, all authority is in the Most High's hand. And he chooses, like the rivers of water, he moves it, he aligns it, he brings it forward or he moves it back according to his will and his purpose. And every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Most High weighs the heart. I was thinking about this earlier and having a conversation with someone else, and just simply, feelings are not always facts. Just because we feel a certain way, the Most High is weighing our hearts and our intentions, our motivations, and what is inspiring all of that action. And then I was considered he who loves pleasure, verse 17, will be a poor man. And I
Sister Ta'i, it seemed like we lost you. I mean, your mic is on, but we lost your sound.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Verse 17, he who loves pleasure, persistence will be a poor man. Persistent indulgence being attached to pleasure.
Jack, time is up.
Oh, my time is up.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
no.
being attached to pleasure. You know, I always say that discipline should be our language and consistency will be our superpower. And he who loves wine, the indulgence, being overly indulged in it, persistent use of it, a constant interaction with it. So it's not necessarily that pleasure is wrong or having a glass of wine is incorrect, but he who loves the pleasure of it, a consistent, persistent, uncontrolled use of it will be to your poverty. And he who loves wine and oil will not be rich. Those are my thoughts in the readings tonight. All praises to the Most High.
All praises, Sister A. Great points. And taking an ex-fool's advice, wisdom is quite correct because I, in time past, have indulged in the mixing of wine to my own shortcomings. And so that's why I refrain from it. I don't knock nobody else. Everybody ain't Yum Sufa Aria. It's just my commitment, my value, for my benefit. So I can focus my attention on something much more worthwhile and worthy than the expenditures of wine and mixing wine and so on and so forth all day long and spending my money for pleasures and so on and so forth. And so I'm very frugal in that sense. And I don't knock any brother and sister that can partake of it and utilize it in the right fashion. I'm just speaking about me in that regard. And thank you, Sister Thais. Brother
Hallelujah. And
Cartier.
if I could just add that on top of that, I concur, Khan, with you on that, because
Yes.
even though I've never had a problem with drinking or anything like that, it's just my choice. I think we should be of sober mind. It is, causes laziness and can cause you to be a little bit more sedated than necessary. And it is someone's choice.
Right.
However, I choose to commit my time to, the Most High and other things. It's just not always necessary.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
praises.
All praise. I concur with you, sister. Brother Cartier, dear friend, any comments or commentaries?
All praise to the Most High for our great King Shalomo, for the wisdom that he's imparted upon us and our ability to study his words that he wrote down. And I just have a thought on what was just being said. Our people become addicted because we're broken people.
That's true.
We don't have our ancient customs and traditions and our history being taught to us from our youth to our grave. All that's been erased from us. And we've been dealing with oppression from people that hate us. And sometimes that pressure causes us to be addicted to substances that are so easy to acquire. Because we got more liquor stores and bars in our neighborhood than any place or any other community has
You
within there.
better believe it, brother.
So it's by design that we fall into these traps. And our only help is Yah. His mercy endures forever. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
What caught
And that's
me
what
in
a
this
conspiracy
proverb.
looks like.
Go ahead, Yamsa.
Yes, brother. No, my apologies. What you said, brother?
I'm waiting on you.
Oh, yes, brother. And that's what a conspiracy looks like. It's ongoing and continual. And yes, brother Cartier, we have been traumatized, post-traumatic slave syndrome. We've been inundated with it. And so unfortunately, when they brought crack cocaine into the communities, it was to help another nation at the expense of our nation, and they introduced it into our communities. They've always introduced substances to our downfall and belittlement. I remember on the movie The Godfather, and that's how they think. And the Godfather was talking, and one of the other Godfathers said, "I don't want any drugs in my neighborhood. We don't sell any drugs." And one of the other Godfathers said, "Give it to the colors. They're nothing but animals." And that's how they treat us. And we need to treat each other better than that. We need to be a little bit more merciful and kind-hearted toward one another, knowing the dynamics of what's going on, the conspiracy, and that's part of the conspiracy. Thank you, Brother Cottrell, for mentioning that.
If I could just add something else too, because I think, Brother Cottrell, we were talking about this briefly a few days back. You know, it's only one glass away from drunkenness. And as our patriarchal brother Lot, and how he became drunk
Mhm.
by his own two children. And even though he didn't mean it, drunkenness can cause a whole lot of calamity, destruction, and, you know, unwanted pain and trauma.
Exactly.
So just to the wise, especially for Israel, that we are more in right alignment with the Most High, having a clear conscience and a clear mind and a sober mind, that we may be able to choose Him at all times, having a single eye and a single heart positioned towards Him at all times. Just wisdom speaks that we be sober minded at all times, with no influences from strong drink or even that softer drink of wine or beer or whatever people's choice is.
Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am, I can understand that. And I can understand the position that our people have found themselves in this universal captivity. I can understand the conspiracy against our people. I can understand the traumatization of our people for not having anything. And when you do get a little something, even though it may be bad for you, to go to the extreme with it. So, as Cottrell mentioned, and you, Sister Tae, we have to be a little bit more compassionate and restraint in that regard. But we must educate our people in this regard also. That's what you're doing, Sister Tae, my beloved Lasagna and Brother Cottrell, and I do. We are instructing the people, but
Mm.
they have to be instructed. Thank you, Sister Tae. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Thank you, Lasagna.
I really didn't finish my
Brothers-
commentary. I just made a little comment on what was being said.
Okay, by all means, continue, brother.
What caught me was verse 11, 22, and 24. Verse 11 caught me because I thought about my mother. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise. And the counsel that my mother gave me, he said, Cottrell, you can learn something from everybody, what to do and what not to do. It says that when the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. So me learning from my mom, just looking at people, learning, you know, human nature, the traps and pitfalls that people fall into, you can learn what to do and what not to do. In addition to 11, 22 caught me. A wise man scales the city of the mighty. And we're reading about the Shoftim, the judges, because they were wise in connecting with Yah. Because it's not by might nor by strength, but our connection spiritually to the Most High that brings us victory. So if you're wise, you can scale a city of mighty people, which we're seeing with our brother Gideon, because he took 300 men against a host that was described as being as numerous as the sands of the sea, and cast down the strength of the confidence thereof. So we could defeat our enemies with small numbers if you're wise. Verse 24, proud and haughty scorner is his name. And Brother Yamsuf mentioned Donald Trump, because that's what Donald Trump is. He's proud and he's haughty. And guess what? Yamsuf didn't read the last part of that. Who deals in proud wrath. And we can see that that's Donald Trump's MO. He's vindictive, he's vengeful, he's corrupt, he's proud, he's haughty, and he's using wrath. And Yah's gonna bring this nation down, this fourth kingdom down through him. Praise Yah and bless his holy name.
Thank you, Brother Kajim. Valid points. Praise Yah and bless his holy name. Fellow students, as promised, my dear friend will conclude the studies in the book of Shoftim, chapter 8. Gideon subdues the Midianites. Gideon's ephod, the death of Gideon. Brother Kajim, may the Most High continue to bless this nation. Give us wisdom and understanding, and certainly a vast amount of humility. Brother Kajim, you have the mic.
Hey, Brother Young, and may your words reach Yah's heart immediately, and may he act upon them, because that's what we need as a people, our humility, so we can connect back with our Creator.
Hallelujah, brother. Hallelujah.
What's the title of this chapter again? Could you read it clearly again?
Gideon subdues the Midianites.
Okay.
Gideon's ephod and the death of Gideon.
Yeah, so we have a judge, Gideon, who did the right thing for our nation. But somehow, some way, he became corrupted. And I don't know what happened to him, but we're going to find out. In the 8th chapter of the book of Shoftim, it says, and the men of Ephraim said unto him, why have you served us this way, that you called us not when you went to fight against the Midianites? Now, ego is in a way, right? They asked him, why you ain't call us when you went to fight the Midianites? And they already knew there was a battle with the Midianites, so they should have been there anyway, right? Why did they have to be called? And they sharply chided him and said to them, so Gideon's response to them, what have I done now in comparison to you? Is not the gleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the ventures of Abi-Ezer? So Gideon is using psychological warfare on his brothers. He's like, yo, your victory was greater than my victory. Why are you beefing about the victory that I had? The victory I had was better than mine. Elohim has delivered into your hand the princes of Midian. He didn't deliver them into my hand. He delivered them into your hand. You beefing with me. Oreb and Zeeb. And what was I able to do in comparison to you? And you beefing with me? Then their anger abated towards him when he said that. That's what it took. That's why wisdom says be slow to anger, right? Because we shouldn't be angry for the victories that we get for the nation. What's up with Ephraim beefing with Gideon? In the 4th verse it says, and Gideon came down to Jordan and passed over, he and the 300 men that were with him, faint, yet pursuing them. Who were they pursuing? The Midianites. They still on their job. Forget what Ephraim is saying. We still got to conquer these people. Are you with us? Or you just want to debate, argue, fuss, and fight? And he said to the men of Sukkot, give, I pray you, loaves of bread unto the people that follow me, the 300 men, for they be faint. And I am pursuing after Zebub and Zalmunna, kings of Midian. So Ephraim crushed the princes, but we still going after the kings. So help us out. Give us some bread. Who are they talking to? They're talking to other Israelites. Should these other Israelites help these brothers?
They certainly should.
Should they give them simple bread because they're hungry and tired from the battles they've been fighting?
They certainly should have.
So we're going to find out what happens. Verse 6. And the princes of Sukkot said, who are these princes? Are they Israelites?
Yes.
Are the hands of Zebub and Zalmunna now in your hand, that we should give bread unto your army? Why we treat each other like that?
We still do, brother.
And Gideon said, therefore, when Yah have delivered Zebah and Zalmunna into my hand, then will I tear your flesh with the thorns of the wilderness and with briars. Oh, y'all won't help us out? Wait till I get the victory, because I'm going to come back and bust y'all down. That's basically what he's saying. Because y'all my brothers, will you help me out? Oh, y'all don't want to help us out? When we get the victory, coming back to deal with y'all. And he went up thence, from thence, he went up thence to Penuel and spake unto them likewise. He asked for more help. And the men of Penuel answered him, as the men of Sukkot answered him. And he spake also unto the men of Penuel, saying, when I come again in peace, I will break down this tower. Oh, y'all ain't helping us? We're going to get y'all when we come back. Now, Zebah and Zalmunna were in Karkor, and their host with them, with about 15,000 men, all that were left of the host of the children of the east. But there fell 120,000 men that drew the sword. How many men fell?
120,000.
Against how many? You forgot. 300.
Mm-hmm.
How many men did Gideon have?
300.
And how many men fell of the enemy?
120,000.
Ooh-wee. Yah is great. And Gideon went up by the way of them that dwelt in the tents on the east of Nobah and Yahbehah, and smote the host. For the host was secure. They thought they were secure. But here come Gideon. And when Zebah and Zalmunna fled, he pursued after them. Who was Zebah and Zalmunna?
The kings of Midian.
Exactly. And took the two kings of Midian, Zebah and Zalmunna, and discomfited all the hosts. And Gideon the son of Joash returned from the battle before the sun was up, and caught a young man of the men of Sukkot. Oh, we coming back to deal with Israel now. And inquired of him. And he described to him the princes of Sukkot, these Israelite princes, and the elders thereof, even 70 men. How many is that? 77.
77.
And he came to the men of Sukkot and said, behold, Zebah, Zalmunna, with whom you did unbraid me, saying, are the hand of Zebah and Zalmunna now in thine hands, that we should give bread unto thy men that are weary? So that was asking a question. Are the kings of the Midians in your hands that we should give you bread to help you out? They didn't give them no bread. And he took the elders of the city. The elders in trouble. And thorns of the wilderness and briars. What do you say you're going to do with them?
Tear them up.
And with them, he taught the men of Sukkot. And he beat down the tower Penuel and slew the men of the city. Were they justified in doing that?
No, he wasn't.
So he didn't counsel the Most High. He just did what he did to take vengeance on his own brothers. Y'all gave him the victory.
Because he wanted to.
Huh?
Just because he wanted to.
That's why you're not supposed to lean on what?
Your own understanding.
Exactly. Then he said to Zebah and Zalmunna, what manner of men were they whom you slew at Tabor? And they answered, as you are, so were they. Each one resembled the children of a king. And he said, they were my brethren. So he's saying, you killed my brothers, even the sons of my mother. As Yah liveth, if you had saved them alive, I would not slay you. And he said unto Yether, his firstborn, up and slay them. But the youth drew not his sword, for he feared, because he was yet a youth. Then Zebah and Zalmunna said, rise you, and you fall upon us. For as the man is, so is his strength. And Gideon arose and slew Zebah and Zalmunna, and took away the ornaments that were on their camels and necks. Then the men of Israel said to Gideon, rule you over us. In other words, Israel wanted a king, right? both you and your son and your son's sons also. So they want to establish a king through the seed of Gideon. For you have delivered us from the hand of Midian. And what was Gideon's reply? And Gideon said to them, I will not rule over you, neither shall my sons rule over you. Yah shall rule over you. Was that the right answer?
That's the right answer.
Praise Yah. And Gideon said to them, I would desire a request of you, that you would give me every man the earrings of his prey. For they had golden earrings because they were Ishmaelites. And they answered, we will willingly give them. And they spread a garment, and they cast them therein, every man the earrings of his prey. And the weight of the golden earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels. You can imagine how much money that is today's time of gold, besides ornaments and collars and purples and raiments that was on the kings of Midian, and beside the chains that was about their camels' necks. They had golden chains on their camels' necks. Imagine that. And Gideon made an effort thereof. You know what an effort is?
An idol.
It's an idol. Why would Gideon do that?
Got beside himself, brother.
And put it in his city. Even Ophrah. And we ain't talking Oprah Winfrey. And all the children of Israel went thither, a whoring after it, which thing became a snare unto Gideon and to his house. Of course it would. Why would he do that? Thus was Midian subdued before the children of Israel, so that they lifted up their heads no more. That was the end of the Midianites. We didn't have to worry about them no more. But Gideon, he went left. And the country was in quietness for 40 years in the day of Gideon. Yah gave them peace. And Jerubbaal, the son of Joash, went and dwelt in his own house. Y'all know who Jerubbaal is, right?
Gideon.
And Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten. How many sons did he have?
70 sons.
Damn. How many people you know got 70 sons?
Not that many.
For he had many wives. He might have outdid King Shlomo.
So it appears.
Because King Shlomo didn't have 70 sons, did he?
No, he didn't. If it did, it didn't notate it.
Not only did he have so many wives, he had concubines too. And his concubines that was in Shechem, she also bare him a son, whose name he called Abimelech. You know what that means?
Clarify, brother.
My father is king. My father is king. Did they want Gideon to be king?
They wanted him to, but he said he didn't want to be. But
Yes.
so it seems, in some sense of the word, his family saw him as a king.
Did they say they wanted him to be the king and his sons to rule over them?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
So he gave his son the name Abimelech. My father is king. Why would Gideon give his son a name like that?
Seems like he had some duplicity.
Yeah. And Gideon, the son of Joash, died in a good old age. Even though he built that ephod, Yah let him live. Yah's mercy. And was buried in the sepulchre of Joash, his father, in Ophrah. We ain't talking Oprah Winfrey, of the Abiezrites. And it came to pass, as soon as Gideon was dead, what happened? The children of Israel turned again and went a whoring after Baalim. But he didn't have to die because he created the ephod that they was worshiping already, and made Baal Beth Rith their god. Why would the children of Israel do that? Why would our ancestors do that? And the children of Israel remember not Yahweh Elohim. No other nation on planet Earth abandons their deities as much as we have abandoned the true and living creator, our creator. And why would our ancestors be doing that?
I don't
which is
get it,
why,
brother.
which is why we've landed in the lands of our captivities, because they was doing these type of things when they knew Yah. They knew themselves. They had spiritual powers. They saw Yah's hand. And yet the children of Israel remembered not Yah, their Elohim, who had delivered them out of the hands of all their enemies. How many of our enemies?
All.
On every side. Neither showed they kindness to the house of Yerubbaal. Who's Yerubbaal?
Gideon.
Gideon.
Namely Gideon, according to all the goodness which he had showed unto Israel. Because that's how we treat our leaders, right? We don't give a damn about them, no matter what they did for us. We be saying, what have you done for me lately? And I'm sure they had a beef with him because he made that effort, which caused them to be set back in the eyes of Yah. But we are flawed people. We're flawed people, and we have to admit our flaws and correct our flaws. All praise to the Holy One of Israel, because we are not perfect. So how many judges have we read about so far? Can you name them? Do you remember them? Who was the first judge? Othniel. Who came after him? Ehud.
Shimgar. Oh, Ehud, then Shimgar.
Then Shamgar. Who came after Shamgar?
Deborah.
Who came after Deborah?
Gideon.
All right. So we're on track now. We know our judges, don't we? Our show team, we should know them by name and by number, right?
Yes.
All praises. Praise Yah.
All praises. Brother Cottrell has shared a vital piece of our history. It gives us some idea where we're at in his universal captivity. We said in these studies, have a joyful, warm, and giddy feeling when you study our history. But be analytic when you study our history also. Be honest in your analysis of our history. As Brother Cottrell succinctly mentioned, our ancients weren't that perfect. They always seem to take 2 steps forward and take 20 steps backwards. And it certainly can give you some sense of compassion for our brothers and sisters in this universal captivity, their inclination to follow every church on every corner. Church of God in Christ, Church of Episcopalian, Christian, Baptist, so on and so forth, and neglect and cast the Most High word behind them. So be a little compassionate, not in agreement, but understanding the history of our ancients. So when you study, yes, be elated, be joyful, but be analytical, be honest to find out what mistakes we made to guide us in these universal captivity. And how can we course correct as our ancients should have course correct? Praise Yah. Now, Sonia, any comments in the commentaries?
No yum soup. None at all.
Thank you, Nasonia. Sister E, any comments in the commentaries? Sister Tai, turn your mic on. She may be off for a minute. Brother Cartier, any additional comments in the commentaries?
We love the mercy of the Most High. He showed his mercy towards Gideon, even though Gideon went left, creating that ephod, and of course his family and the nation go left. Yah's mercy is beautiful. So I just pray that we learn these lessons and don't be like Gideon, fall back and turn left when the Most High does great things in our behalf. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Cartier. Well, in conclusion, that has concluded our studies for tonight, but it doesn't conclude our study. Nasanya, a daughter of Zion, my Isha, the administrator of the show. Sister Taib, a daughter of Zion. They've done their due diligence, more obligation as daughters of Zion, to some extent, shape, form, and fashion, by lending their voice into the ethos. Simply said, hands to rock the cradles, beginning in their homes and extending out. Brother Cartier and I, as elders, as all elders that are connected with Yah, should be doing, which is instruct the nation. We've done our due diligence, more obligation as that, as all elders of the nation should be doing to some extent, shape, form, and a fashion, beginning in your homes and extending out. That being said, the onus does not rest on the Sonya, Sister Taib, Brother Cartier and I. The onus rests upon the whole nation. It's the moral obligation and duty of all the nation, to some extent, shape, form, and fashion. Do something as ambassadors of the Most High and brothers and sisters of the nation of the Most High, His chosen people. First and foremost, you must receive your instructions. Not only receive those instructions, meditate on those instructions. Trust in those instructions. Rely on those instructions. Cling to those instructions. Let those instructions be your pathways by virtue of the light of wisdom and understanding. Simply said, the Most High Word is forever. Just like this universe is forever. It needs nothing else. It's continuing on because He spoke it into existence by His word. Meaning, the Most High Word is everlasting. And for you individuals, I don't care what you might have heard, the Most High is not a old man sitting on the throne that has early onset dementia and Alzheimer, or it's off on a sabbatical. The Most High Word works for you if you meditate on it, you utilize it, you activate it. And for you, it works if you apply it. It works if you work it. Praise Yah and bless His holy name. So without further ado, I will ask Nasanya to say her shaloms and good nights. I will ask Brother Cartier to say his shaloms and good nights. And I will close it out for the night. I think Sister Taib may be off, but if she's not off, if she's still on, Sister Taib, after Brother Cartier, say your shaloms and good nights. Otherwise, we continue on. Nasanya, may the Most High bless you. The mic's yours.
Shalom and good night, fam.
Thank you,
Is
Nasanya.
something being said that I can't hear?
Oh, we were asking you to say your shaloms and good nights. You can say it right now.
All praises to the Most High Yah. Good night.
Thank you, Sister Taib. Brother Cartier, may the Most High bless you.
Thanks, Sean. May the Most High bless you. And we thank Yah for the opportunity to share His word with the world, to rehearse His word, to study His word, to apply His word. Shalom and good night, family.
Shalom and good night. Family, may the Most High bless you and teach you to love Him with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And your brothers and sisters as yourselves. And humble yourselves. Praise Yah and bless His holy name.
Oh, oh. Somebody calling my name. I went down to see. Heard a little small voice calling down at me. How you know my So let me sing your heart, in your heart, man. And wisdom in your heart, ooh yeah. In your heart, and wisdom in your heart, in your heart, man. And wisdom in your heart, oh yeah. In your heart, and wisdom in your heart, in your heart, man. And wisdom in your heart, ooh yeah. In your heart, and wisdom in your heart, in your heart, man. Wisdom in your heart, oh yeah. In your heart, and wisdom in your heart, in your heart, and wisdom in your heart, wisdom in your heart, and wisdom in your heart, call your name.
Does not wisdom call and understanding put forth her voice? In the top of high places by the way, where the paths met, she stands. Beside the gates at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors, she cries aloud, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice to the sons of men. O ye thoughtless, understand prudence, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. What could I do? Wisdom calling me over here, over there. Seems like everywhere.
Me in your heart, man.
In the night,
Wisdom in your heart, ooh yeah. In your heart,
in the night,
wisdom in your heart,
I just can't do without it. I can't do without it. Yeah, it's all been on my mind. Can't do without it. Can't do I just can't do Yah made me as the beginning of his ways, the first of his works of old. I was set up from everlasting from the beginning, or ever the earth was. The fear of Yah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the All-Holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. That's all, that's all, that's all. I just can't do without it. No, no. Can't do without it, can't do without it, can't do without it. And that's all that's been on.
oh wisdom, oh yeah. Said I want you,
Now therefore,
I need you,
ye children, hearken unto me.
stay with me.
For happy are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it
Yeah, I
not.
want you,
Happy is the man that hearkeneth to me.
oh,
Watching daily at my gates,
let me in
waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and obtaineth favor of Yah. But he that misseth me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death, love death.